Hey, what's up, Jay?
Let's take them back.
We're at the sold-out arena in San Antonio, Texas. We'll see Oklahoma City taking on the San Antonio Spurs. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And the Spurs start out with the ball. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. Parker dishes to Duncan. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Westbrook. Misses from short range.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
That's good. San Antonio on defense. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Durant for three. That's good.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And here is Parker. The dish to Aldridge. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. Now here's Westbrook. Screen by Ibaka. Kicks it to Robertson. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to Duncan. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Green, no luck.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Westbrook passes to Durant. Back to Westbrook. It's tipped. Parker with the steal. Leonard on the wing. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And Durant, here we go. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Parker against Westbrook. It's Parker with the drive. Duncan. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Here's Durant. Can't throw it down with one hand. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Roberson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Thunder trailing by 3. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. To the middle. Off the screen. And Adams with the slam.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
They set the screen. Adams against Leonard. Shot clock at 6. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Here's Parker. The Thunder making the shot. Green dishes to Aldridge. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swing, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
A different look now for San Antonio. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Here's Westbrook. Outside Durant. Dishes it to Robertson. 5 to shoot. Puts it up. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Aldridge a screen. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 1. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Back to Westbrook. Mills with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Now, here's Aldridge. Clock at 6. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter comes in for Adams. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Roberson. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Puts up the baby hook. That one wide left.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Kevin Durant.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by San Antonio. There's the screen. Kanter, the pass to Ibaka. Westbrook dishes to Kanter. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Well, Greg, in the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
He misses the free throw. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Screen by Ibaka. Waiters against Ginobili. Shots good by Waiters.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Here's Ginobili. Rejection.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrapping, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down. And, guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Pass to Waiters, but they recover it. Cantor kicks to Waiters. Tries again. No luck. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Randy Foye gets the whistle that time.
And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. I mean, he's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. I mean, so different than when he was new to the league.
Diaw lost his athleticism and is a slower player than before. You could argue he's more productive now, though, Clark, than ever.
Well, his game was always on the ground in my mind. He's highly skilled. He's much more cerebral on the floor than given credit. I mean, I think he is really a difficult matchup because he's crafty, he's tough, and he's experienced and skilled.
Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Foye. Ibaka goes in.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
Greg, getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was up. You were talking about that. Clark, 3.5 assists a game last season, by far the highest number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart. He's tough. He's all about team. And, you know, he makes things happen. Impacts winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that.
He makes one of two that time. Well, David West's usage and overall numbers have ticked away with time. He's still as efficient as ever.
Yeah, not the over 50% field goal guy he used to be, but still a valuable contributor on the block. You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Foye with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Here's Waiters. Anderson with the block.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Ginobili kicks to Mills. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in. He dishes it to West. Shoots. Passes it to Mills. Anderson outside. Diaw with the screen on Singler. Anderson passes to Diaw. Back to Anderson. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And for West, a lot of what he brings to the table is just professionalism, leadership, and a real example of how to get the most out of what you've got. He keeps everybody on the team focused, too. When he speaks, guys listen.
Foye from long range. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. West to screen on Waiters. And here's Green outside. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs out in front. ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Deion Waiters. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot. Now here's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And there's the pass to Robertson. Bangs home the trifecta. Roberson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Leonard dishes to Green. Durant with the steal. Westbrook kicks to Adams. San Antonio with the rebound. Knocks it loose. Outside Westbrook. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Westbrook's got 6.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Parker passes to Duncan. Just 4 to shoot. And he gets the bucket.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
Westbrook a screen on Green. And Robertson kicks to Durant. Here's Westbrook. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
No good on that one. Spurs do have a beautiful play style, and their offensive numbers show it, Greg. You're right there. One of the most fluid teams I can recall, Clark, in the NBA with their ball movements.
A joy to watch. I mean, they ended up top 5 in shooting percentage last year, as well as top 5 in assists.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. Parker kicks to Duncan. It's hauled in by Adams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
West is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Westbrook with it. 7 points in the game. There's the pick. He kicks tomorrow. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Morrow's got himself on the board with 3 there. To the paint. It's deflected. For the finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Leonard's got 9.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Parker against Westbrook. Adams outside. Back to Westbrook. Here's the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder. Outside, Green. Screen by Duncan. The drive by Green. Duncan, the pass to Green. Back to Duncan. 13 feet away. And that one's good. Duncan's got 4 this quarter. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Durant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Now here's Leonard. 9 points in the game so far. The feed to West. Mills in the corner. Here's Duncan. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio.
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards ever. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career. The complete package on the box.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Duncan, who briefly contemplated retiring after last season, showed in the playoffs, Greg, he is still very much at the top of his game.
Listen, Tim Duncan, for me, is the greatest power forward to ever play the game. Although Pop will tell you he's actually a center in the power forward's body. I mean, what a great matchup. How great was he, I should say, in the matchup against the Clippers last season. And throughout his career, he has been more consistent than a clock. I mean, it doesn't matter the year or who he's up against.
I can't move him.
This guy just finds a way to leave his mark on the game.
Now here's Leonard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Oklahoma City's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Now here's Westbrook, covered by Mills. It's Westbrook with the drive. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
3 on the clock. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Again, Durant missing. San Antonio trailing here. Outside Leonard. Duncan outside. Back to Leonard. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean,
my
tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Westbrook. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Screen by Duncan. Ginobili dishes to Mills.
Pass.
West inside. Defended by Durant. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And sometimes you think maybe they're just getting a little too comfortable with the lead, maybe a bit too casual this quarter.
Yeah, and I think they also lost their composure, and you see it in the turnovers they've committed.
Now here's Adams. Roberson, the pass to Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Here's Moore. Great D that time from Duncan.
Now that's terrific defense at the
Move!
rim. Got right in his
God!
path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they
Man,
take it
2K's
inside,
fucking
too. I mean,
glitching. Hey, I'm
that's
trying
what
to call
really
a
good
timeout, man.
defenders
Sorry.
do. They make you think about their presence.
I've never seen this happen.
San Antonio calls timeout.
So, you know, Anthony Moore, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, it was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game. Wanting to be more than just a shooter. And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Now Anderson, after Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. And Diaw kicks to Aldridge. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. And now a three-point Spurs lead for Oklahoma City. They've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Feeds it to 4. The 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Spurs leading by 3. Ginobili misses. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips.
shot.
They need some points. That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. Now here is Ibaka. Singler for 3. The rebound by Anderson. San Antonio leading. Ginobili dishes to Anderson. And stolen by Singler.
Turnover.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Clark, you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Parker. The Thunder making the shot. Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And, boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
That's good from Aldridge. And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Leonard, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Green and for Manu Ginobili. Now, here is Foy. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ibaka goes in. And he gets it to go.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Well, the runs have just been traded back and forth all game long. Man, I'm enjoying this.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big reason the Admiral, Tim Duncan, and Parker won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
Green, no luck.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
2 shots.
Leonard hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Spurs lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Now, here's Parker. Screen by Duncan. Here's Leonard. Got a piece of it. Westbrook with the steal. Jumps up. Green with the block. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 13 points for Aldridge.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Westbrook. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Aldridge misses. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And the Spurs being the defending champions out west heading into last year, but they would end up 6th in the conference with a record of 55-27. Had a record of 32-20 against the rest of the West.
He's off on the second. Well, we knew the West was going to be wild and very competitive all season long last year, and the Spurs, Clark, epitomized just how crazy and tough things can be there.
Yeah, and with about 3 weeks left in the season, the Spurs were sitting in the 7th playoff spot. Then they go on a tear and win 11 games in a row to jump to number 2. Finally lose 1 game, and they're all the way back to 6.
Duncan kicks to Aldridge.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Westbrook a screen on Green. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. No good. Great D that time from Duncan. Throws it up high. And finished off by Leonard.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Duncan with the block. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Durant wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Duncan, a screen. Right side, Leonard. Tries from 16. No good off the back of the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
So it's San Antonio now. The Thunder making the shot. Duncan right side.
That is such a stupid pass.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Durant's running. The quick look, no good that time.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Morrow's checked in. Left side, Westbrook. And Adams with the slam.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
Now here's Anderson. It's
Oh,
stolen by
why
Adams.
the fuck would you make that pass?
And here we go with Westbrook.
Nasty.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
There's a good screen. 4 on the shot clock. West kicks to Mills. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Boris Diaz checked in for the Spurs. And then for Oklahoma City, Cantor checked in for Adams. And it's Waiters in for Roberson. Now here's Durant. He's got 21. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Morrill kicks to Westbrook. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. That one on Ginobili.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. 15 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. San Antonio calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Here is Durant after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. And Durant, here we go. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And Randy Foye gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Anderson dishes to Diaw. Stolen by Cantor.
Boy, everything was going great, flowing smoothly until they forgot how to protect possession of the ball.
Yeah, and the operative term, points off turnovers. How about 8 in this quarter? That's where it all went bad.
The dish to Mills. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Covered by Foye. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by West. And here's Mills for 3. Count the bucket. Mills has got 6.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, we can mark those up for him.
Now, here's Cantor. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Mills has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Anderson passes to Ginobili. Kicks to Diaw. Back to Ginobili. From 13, that doesn't go either by Ginobili. The Thunder leading by 3. And then Waiters with the jam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Anderson. That drops.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here. but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And the Thunder making a change here. Ziegler's checked in. Free throw, good, Anderson.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and, of course, the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
Now, here is Ford. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Well, keeping in mind the Spurs have won 50 games or more for many years in a row, Greg, there are teams out there who can drive cars who have not even seen the Spurs not win 50 games, at least in a year.
And the way the Spurs keep on building this team, it's not as if that streak's going to end anytime soon. Those kids might have a chance to vote and do much more before they fail to see the Spurs win 50 games.
Now, here's Mills. 6 points for him. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Now, here is Ford. 5 on the clock. And it's Ziegler in the corner. Here's Waiters. And that one goes long.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
The Thunder leading by 3. Outside Durant. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest. Here's Mills. He's got 9.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
At the line for 2.
And, guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. And fortunately for me, I don't have it.
There's Foy with the 3. Stolen by Ginobili. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. And finished off by Anderson.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug,
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Thunder up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Waiters in the 3 slot to tie it up. Aldridge, no luck.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of... rugged interior defense, because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Back to Duncan. It's deflected. It's stolen by Adams. Roberson gets the bucket.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Westbrook. Offensive rebound. And Waiters kicks to Adams. They set the screen. Westbrook. Shot is no good. Nice D from Duncan. Out to the right wing. Parker outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Ibaka with the screen on Parker. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Waiters dishes to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. That's good. Now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. Waiters gets a wide open look. And that one comes up a bit short.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And Clark, you know, they went 25-27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
They set the screen. Durant, the pass to Adams. Roberson gets the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 2.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Mills kicks to Green. Dishes it to Aldridge. The jump hook. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Thunder have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. And here is Durant. Pass to Westbrook.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Anderson dishes to Mills. Pass to Aldridge. The drive by Green. 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Kevin Durant.
Fellas, you look at Boris Diaw and say, my goodness, if he could just get in better shape. But he uses every bit of that significant backside of his to his advantage. Opponents can't get through him or around him, so he's making good use of the extra LBs.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Getting back to Diaw, he has a sneaky quick first step. You think he won't or can't blow by you, then suddenly, and you know this, Greg, you're stuck to his hip as he's taking it to the rack for a and one.
You know, he's a bit like Foreman, and I'm not talking about his body type.
Or the grill.
Yeah, you know, Diaw plays with you a little bit, puts that body on you, lulls you to sleep, then wham, shows you up in the worst way.
And Adams with the slam.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have.
Look at that.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Mills passes to Green. Aldridge inside, working on Ibaka. A nice shot by Aldridge.
He's been ready to do work in the fourth quarter.
The Thunder with the lead. Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to Robertson. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Aldridge double teamed to the paint. Here's Mills. Westbrook with the block. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. A different look now for San Antonio. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Diaw. Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. They set the pick. Westbrook drives in. Here's Roberson. And nothing but air on that one. Parker outside. Out to the right wing. Duncan outside. Outside, Green. Here's the three. But they get it back. Duncan kicks to Parker. They swipe it. And Westbrook, here we go. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Duncan. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Robertson dishes to Durant. Inside. Here's Adams. And that one's good. Adams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks. Yeah, just 2 of 8 here in the 4th quarter from the field, just struggling with the game in the balance.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
Duncan can't hit. Westbrook against Green. There's the pick. Ibaka with the screen on Green. Westbrook passes to Adams. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Leonard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Third team foul. At the line for your Spurs.
The first free throw is good. Kevin Martin is checked in for San Antonio. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Here's Westbrook. Passes it to Adams. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Adams has got 9 points here in the second half.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
.158 left to play here in the 4th. The pass to Robertson. Jacks up a 3. Martin with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. 1:51 left to play here in the 4th. Just 3 to shoot. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Here's Adams. And that one is hammered home.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's Robertson. Ibaka outside. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge dishes to Parker. Back to Aldridge. Misses off the right iron.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Buries it.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Parker passes to Aldridge. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Here's Westbrook. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Ibaka outside. Sinks it.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Parker with the 3. So it's Oklahoma.